What are you doing? What you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around. I gotta be honest, I'm just in a really weird place with Nintendo right now. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, or what I'm supposed to be playing or reviewing for you guys. I was more excited than anybody for the Nintendo Switch 2 to release. I mean, Nintendo had their biggest franchises lined up from the start. They had Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, Pokemon, Zelda, Kirby, How did that get in there? Last year was supposed to be the promised year, like the one foretold in the prophecies, handed down by Yamauchi in 1859, straight to Doug Bowser's desk in 2026. Oh, wait, who's the president of Nintendo now? Didn't we get Doug Bowser like 2 months ago? That was quick. Bye. I really do wish Doug Bowser the best. I hope he enjoys retirement the same way Reggie Fils-Aimé did. And by that, I mean getting a new job at a different gaming company literally the day after they leave Nintendo. Speaking of people that are in a weird place with Nintendo right now, did you see the other day that Reggie quote tweeted his favorite color for the new Mod Retro, a device that plays Nintendo 64 games? Isn't this essentially illegal in Nintendo's eyes? Has anyone done a wellness check on Reggie's house recently? Is he okay? I don't know if you heard, but those Nintendo ninjas can get aggressive. Believe me, I had to jump borders and lay low for a month after I unboxed that Zelda Switch. I'm scared for my life. In fact, wasn't I fired from Nintendo while Reggie was in office for modding my Nintendo? Oh, sure, but it's okay when he does it. Nah, I'm just playing. Reggie can do no wrong. He's my favorite president. Much better than the sorry excuse for a president we have now. But anyway, that's off topic. As far as Devin Pritchard goes, she seems nice enough. We'll just have to wait and see. I think mostly where I'm left feeling kind of empty with the Switch 2 is in two different places. The console and its games. So I kind of the everything about it. Don't get me wrong, the Switch 2 is a sizable upgrade. It does everything the Switch 1 could do, but better. The better specs, the nicer dock experience, the just getting those Joy-Cons you can do it all day. But I mean, other than that, it is sort of just the same thing all over again. The UI is the same, the form factor's the same, it does all of the same basic functions. I mean, it's kind of like when you upgrade to a new iPhone. The first couple of days is exciting as you're trying out and testing all the new features, but if you're still ranting and raving about it 8 months later, you might want to consider getting a new hobby or something, because clearly you don't got a lot going on. And then you got this $50 thing, which I'm convinced nobody actually bought, and for the few of us that did, I know that we've all checked GameStop at least once to see what the trade-in value is, and it's not worth it. I mean, what are you gonna get with that? Like 2 on clearance Funko Pops? Yay. The camera was really the only element in the Switch 2's reveal that separated it from the previous console. A whole camera? Wow. Hopefully one day we can upgrade and get this built into the actual console. I guess we just need to build the technology for that. And by the technology, I mean a time machine so that we can go back to 2008 and ask how the DS could do it. I guess an onboard camera would have been just too convenient. Or maybe it was because Nintendo wouldn't be able to charge you separately for the camera that way. Because can you imagine if there was a feature baked into the console that Nintendo were charging us to use? Oh no. Don't worry though, the good news is, outside of like Mario Party, not a single game has even attempted to use the camera in any sort of meaningful or innovative way. Well, outside of being able to see your friends' faces in the games that you're playing, which I thought that's what Game Chat was already for. So you're just choosing what location you'd like to best see up your friend's nostrils, the bottom of the screen or right in the middle of it. Believe me, if I wanted to see Scott the Wozz's face pimples up close and personal while I'm playing Mario Kart World, I'd just call him on FaceTime. So yeah, the console is what it is. It's a better Switch. The hope is, now that the new has worn off, that I'd be left with a bunch of quality games to play on it. Oh no! Getting Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza back to back within a month of this console launching was like getting a giant fat slice of chocolate cake and being able to eat it too. I overfed. I gorged myself on every single banana, both on and off the course. It really was an exhilarating first 4 weeks. I felt like I had Nintendo jacked straight into my veins. But of course, after the high comes the withdrawals. I finished Donkey Kong Bonanza. I got something like 650 bananas. If I have to hear one more time, I'm gonna violate Nintendo's EULA in ways that even they haven't thought of yet. And there's only so many times that I can lose connection during a Mario Kart World online race before I decide to put down the Switch 2 and actually do something productive like my dishes before I become the next Asmongold. I already have the hair and the beard. You know, if I stop showering, that's it for me. And then that was kind of it for me with Nintendo's games. I mean, I finished Pokemon Blaza, whatever you want to call it. And you know how I felt about that one? I'm still in window pane. I didn't even bother to play the $30 DLC, and I bought it along with the game at launch. And for that, you might call me an idiot. And yeah, I already told you I was a Pokemon fan. That kind of goes hand in hand at this point. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment did introduce some of my new favorite characters into Zelda canon lore. I mean, you have Braton, Quino, and who could forget Typhon? I'm a fan of Typhon. Where's my Typhon heads in the chat? I mean, the game itself is fine. It's just fine. If you haven't played the game and you're a Zelda fan, I can show you the entire list of unlockable characters and it won't be a spoiler because you won't know who any of them are. You know what? I'm tired of playing as Link in Zelda games. How long until we get a Legend of Largo game? Oh, do you guys hear that? Oh, huh. It sounds like there's an ice cream truck outside. You better go run and catch it. Okay, good. Now that all the Kirby fans are gone, we can talk about Air Riders. What kind of ADHD do you need to understand what the hell is happening here? City Trials was the mode I was most excited to play in this new Kirby Air Riders, and you cannot convince me that anybody has any idea what is happening here. The only way that I could follow along with this gameplay is if I uploaded it to YouTube and then watched it back at 0.25% speed. The actual racing mode is fun, but as far as I could tell, no one actually plays that, and I prefer Mario Kart World, and I'm already sick of Mario Kart World, so what are we doing here? Then there's also Metroid Prime 4, but I gave you a whole hour of that, so you're not squeezing another second out of me. I don't even want to look at it. So suddenly, I went from the foretold prophecy of Nintendo's domination to the cold, bold quantity of Nintendo's defecation. A 2 out of 6 batting average cannot be good. I mean, I don't play sports outside of Yakuza games, but I'm pretty sure I don't want that guy on my team. Getting a free update to Animal Crossing was pretty cool, and good thing it was free because I blew through all that content in like an hour. I mean, it was kind of just a miniature version of the last paid DLC, except now I have a bunch of random weirdos walking around the island, and I didn't ask for that. It's such a jump scare every time. Like, oh, you don't live here. So I've kind of just been left holding my dongle this whole time, at least with Nintendo's games, because oh boy, some of these third-party developers have actually been putting some really cool things on the console. What's wrong? You worried I'm gonna break my Switch 2 camera by doing this? Do you think it's gonna change anything? Ironically, it's not even a lie for me to say that I've spent far more time playing Sega games on my Switch than Nintendo. Once again, proving that Sega does what Nintendo don't. They just have to Nintendo do it on someone else's console because they say goggled themselves out of business. Fantasy Life I, Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy Tactics, Hades 2, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, Power Wash Simulator 2, Tomb Raider, the No Man's Sky update, Chill and Cast, or Cast and Chill, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2, Absalom, Silk Song. I mean, just to name a few of my addictions on this new console so far. And I just bought and started playing Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. So if you need to find me for the next 60 hours, I'll be on the toilet, doom scrolling Instagram until I get sleepy, and then regretting that I didn't actually play Dragon Quest. The Yakuza games alone got me through the holiday season because I was on YouTube break, I was sick with what I can only assume was a mega version of Vid 2.0, and I was just staring at my Switch 2 like, Well, I guess I'll play Yakuza? Which I love those games, don't get me wrong. It's just if they weren't on the console, I'd be left to just play with a couple of big melons, which I now realize sounds a lot more fun than it actually is. I'm talking about Suika Game Planet. Complete aside with the Yakuza games, by the way, I've been gushing about them a lot lately. I just can't believe that even the original back on PlayStation 2 in like 2005, it had a more detailed and expansive city than Pokemon ZA did in 2025. Yes, I'm back complaining about Pokemon ZA. I can't stop. I mean, Yakuza had a bunch of like stores and locations that you could walk into and just peruse, making it feel like an interactive slice of the big city. And I mean, these remakes, Yakuza Kiwami 2, walking around this fictional city of Osaka, it's just so visually impressive and full of life and vibrant colors. Moments like this is when I really get that feeling of I am playing a new console and it can do some really cool things. It's a feeling I'm not sure Nintendo themselves will actually ever be able to provide. They are far more focused on giving us fun than giant spectacles, which is fine. I mean, fun is preferred as long as the games are actually fun, you know. 2 out of 6. And then we have Final Fantasy VII Remake. Where do I even start with that? I mean, maybe with that booster pack of 15 Magic the Gathering random cards that come with the physical $40 release. A $40 game with a chance of getting a $300 card. I mean, kids, go get your mother's credit card. This game literally pays for itself. She'll thank you. Don't. When I was opening my pack, I actually pulled a $17 card, which is half my value back. I mean, with hit rates like this, I'm actually considering going and buying 10 more copies of the game, just so I can open the booster packs. I don't see a better way of doing this. I mean, this is just a great deal. You do have to ignore the fact that it is a Game Key card, so technically you're just buying some plastic, but you're also buying some cardboard. I actually love that they did this, and I wish more Switch 2 publishers would give you an apology present for using a Game Key card. At least the game is only $40 this way, because you know they would have charged you a full 70 schmackers if they used a 64 gig cart for this. Yeah, it would be better if it was 60 FPS, but to be honest, this is a third-person game where in the heat of the action combat, you literally pause the game, slow everything down to a crawl so that you can meticulously pick the exact right spell or ability for the situation. Yeah, we're not exactly moving at the breakneck speeds of what the f, Sakurai. Final Fantasy VII, Yakuza, Cyberpunk, I mean, all of these games are taking the Switch 2 to the next level, and I've loved my experience with all of them. It's just so incredibly cool that we can play these games portably, let alone the fact that they don't look like Witcher 3 did. So many people reacted to that Nintendo Switch partner showcase like it was the death of Nintendo. Meanwhile, they were showing us things that I still can't believe the console can do. We're not just getting big reveals with empty promises. You know, it was exciting when they revealed Outer Worlds for Switch 1 back in the day, but then, you know? I mean, we got games like Pragmata and Resident Evil 9 releasing on the same day as the other platforms, looking similar to the other platforms, and 60 FPS? I didn't think this was possible. I'm a little bit scared that it's not and we're being lied to. But I played the demo of Pragmata and it's actually really good and it is 60 FPS. I don't know why I'm yelling. And did you see Final Fantasy IX Rebirth on this thing? I mean, whoa. I mean, yes, it's a Game Key card. Yes, shut up. I know. You gotta ruin everything, but it's a Game Key card. I know, but it does come with a little bit more cardboard. Also, it's 102 gigs. In fact, the only other thing that makes more sense to cram into that game case and another booster pack is a whole Switch 2 console. Because at 102 gigs, I'm gonna need a dedicated unit just for the storage space. Here's my regular Switch 2, and here's the one I use for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This one's sticky. I think that's where we're at with the Switch 2 at this point. You know, we're all playing games that we've played years before, but now when we play them, we don't have to pause when we get explosive diarrhea. Also, by the way, we could have had a lot more third-party games by now, but for some reason, Nintendo were so incredibly selective with who they sent Switch 2 dev units out to. You know, that's why when Sonic Cross Worlds released on the console, it was the Switch 1 version, and the Switch 2 version didn't come out for a few months later. It's because they literally did not have a Switch 2 dev unit. But I get it. You know, you can't trust just anybody with this thing. So who did Oink Games have to sleep with to get one? And if you don't know who Oink Game is, don't worry, I didn't either. Let me tell you about them. They make board games. And for some reason, Nintendo decided that they needed a dev unit so that they could make the Switch 2 exclusive Chilling by the Fire. Yeah, because that's really what the Switch 2 needed at launch. An experience where the only thing more chopped than the visuals is the gameplay mechanics. This $15 smash hit takes all the fun of Chilling by the Fire. That's the end of my sentence. I don't know what the history is or the correlation between Nintendo and Oink Games, and you can't Google Oink Games because they don't even have a Wikipedia page. In fact, the only thing that comes up is the game Oink on Atari, which, and I'm being completely honest, looks more fun than Chilling by the Fire. Sorry. As I sit here writing this script, we did just have that Nintendo Partner Showcase Direct, which gave us a bunch of really cool third-party games to look forward to. But as far as Nintendo's concerned for 2026, I mean, you got, and there's also, there is Tomodachi Life, which I was really excited to play until the internet told me that it would make me gay. So can't touch that one now. It would just be an awkward conversation to have with my wife, which is a shame too, because that game actually looked pretty fun. But you're not gonna get me, you know, gotta stay on your toes. First it was the chemicals in the water that got the frogs. Even though every other line in this script has been my feeble attempt at a joke, I should probably clarify that that was also one. You probably won't become gay if you play Tomodachi Life. I mean, probably. I don't know. No promises. I swear, if you truly, really want to enjoy video games, just get off the internet. Wait, there was actually an ice cream truck? Oh. Oh, cool. It looks like a fried chicken. Oh, you Kirby fans were onto something. It's pretty good. I swear, if you actually want to enjoy video games, get off the internet. Everybody is so damn brain rotted and toxic on there now. You remember that one episode of IT Crowd with the little black box? That's what we need to do. Find the black box that is the internet and just shut it off. I'm being honest, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the fact that you won't even be able to watch my videos anymore. I'll mail them to you Redbox style on a VHS. Just please be kind and rewind when you send it back. The internet will try and convince you that everything sucks, that everything is bad. There's a downside to everything now. I sat there and I watched the Tomodachi Life Nintendo Direct on my own, and in my home, in my bed, on my phone, and I had a great time. Thought it was fun, interesting, funny, and then I went on Twitter, and I know that so many people watching this right now just went, I shouldn't have done that. And yeah, because there's not a single sentence that follows, and then I went on Twitter, that's good news. And oh boy, were people upset about this, by the way, about this cutesy game with Mii's. I mean, if you're online, angry typing, spending a few hours of precious life that you have to live on this beautiful planet, mad about this, I implore you, I beg you, please get up, look in the mirror, brush the raspberry Pop-Tart crumbs off of your mouth, and try the front door one more time, because I promise you it does actually open. Here's a picture of me going outside. I had a blast. Look at the fun I'm having. The best part is, the part that I ate up the irony of, is that at the same time that everybody was complaining about this game, by the way, saying, please think of the children, the same people were complaining that in this game, you couldn't hang dong. Personally, I don't know why we're out here complaining about these two eShop games when we could be playing this game on the eShop, Anime Feet Boys. This is okay, but the Mii game, that's too far. Still selling the Luigi content shirts, by the way. Timeless as ever. At this point, I've given up on getting any kind of information or ideals from the internet because it's just so negative now. You know, when I grew up, you just played a game and you either liked it or you didn't, and then that was the end of the story. You didn't have anybody telling you how you should feel about the thing that you experienced. You just had your own opinions. It was a beautiful thing. I mean, when I was 11, I didn't go to school and band together my 4 closest friends to boycott Nintendo because Conker said the F word. I'm just kidding. I didn't have 4 closest friends. And by the way, for the record, I'm looking forward to playing Tomodachi Life. I'm gonna make a me of me. I'm even gonna make a me of my friend Bob. And who knows, I might even make him kiss a little. Oh no, it's happening. Also, Pokepedia looks cute, I guess. I didn't really know what to say about it. It looks like Pokemon and Minecraft, which are like 2 of the most popular things in the world. So if you can throw in Dino Nuggies, the kids are just gonna go crazy. I do want more from Nintendo moving forward, though. A lot of these games are cute, you know, which is good. I like cute as much as the next guy likes a cute thing. But I don't know, it would be cool to, if like the next Zelda actually went rough and gritty. Like, you remember that trailer, the Wii U one for Zelda that we all wanted really badly and then never happened? It would be cool if Nintendo went back to that. And they were like, what if we made a really down-to-earth, gritty Zelda? I mean, I'd also be interested to know what's happening with the next 3D Mario or with Smash. It's just, we don't... we got... chilling by the fire. As far as what I'm looking forward to right now, or what we know, I mean, Fire Emblem looks good. As long as it's more like 3 houses than Engage. Can we say it now? That Engage sucks? Like, it does. We all know it does, but there was a while there where, like, you could say it because fans would get upset. And just in case it's still too fresh, I won't mention that it sucks, actually. I'll keep that to myself. Pretend I didn't say anything. I'm hoping that Nintendo does something cool with Splatoon Raiders. I'm hoping that Nintendo doesn't drop Mario Tennis Fever a week after launch and actually continually supports it. I guess my point is, right now, I'm just feeling a little lost with Nintendo's offering. I mean, I hope that they add some cool stuff into Mario Kart World pretty soon. It's been a while. Although, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I do want that game to get expanded out, but then they're gonna charge us more to, like, fix it. And it's already $80. So I guess I'm just looking for something new, you know, from anyone, Nintendo or, like, anyone. I mean, games like Duskbloods, Resident Evil, Pragmata, 007. Like, it's really cool that we're getting these experiences day one on the console. I was really bummed out when Borderlands 4 launch got pushed back. It was already going to be staggered a month after the other consoles, and now it's just indefinitely delayed. I will say that Monster Hunter Stories 3 has been shown to us now about 100 times in directs and presentations, and every time they've made it look as boring as humanly possible. I really have not been excited for this until the demos came out, and then people were sharing clips online that looked way better than the clips we've seen. Now, all of a sudden, this game is shaping up to once again be one of those that puts Game Freak to shame. And by that, I mean Nintendo's Game Freak, not Xbox's Game Freak. And to that, some of you might say it's the same Game Freak, and to which, I don't believe you. I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's it. I don't have like some grand overarching point. I just wanted to let you know where I'm at right now. I haven't really been playing much of anything to talk to you about because there isn't much of anything to play. And most of the things I am playing are things I've already covered on the channel. I mean, to start the year, I told you about all the games that were upcoming and the ones I was most excited for. So while I'm waiting for those to come out so that I can play and review them, I still want to make a video. I want to talk to you guys and give you something to watch. So I decided to talk about that I have nothing to talk about. Is that good? I mean, if you want me to talk about something else, I mean, I could talk about the Stranger Things ending. I have a lot of thoughts on that. It was about as good as Fire Emblem Engage.